So today we are going to discuss about shifting of fringes. Okay. Now this comes under interference. Let us say this is S1, S2. There is some source here which is emitting light, and this is your screen. So you take a point here. So what happens is, okay, S1P, S2P. Now let us say I put a glass slab here. I put a glass slab here. Okay. What happens is, the fringes, what you see here on the screen, you are going to see the fringes. So there are two terms here: fringe width. Fringe width, I told you, you will see a screen like this. You will see like this strips. Okay. If you call this as this is the central line. Okay. So let us say this is bright. So this is dark. So this is dark. And again this is bright. Similarly, you will get here bright. Okay. This is the screen. This screen I am seeing from this side, like this. You see like this. This is the central maximum. Central maximum. Now this is bright, dark. This is bright. This whole thing is bright, dark, bright. Okay. Again you will get dark and bright. This is dark. This is bright. This bright to bright is your fringe width, but these individually are fringes. Center to center of bright to bright or dark to dark is fringe width, denoted by beta. What are fringes? Individually these are all fringes. Individually they are all fringes. Dark fringes, bright fringes, all this. Why these dark and bright fringes are forming? Because of interference concept. Okay. Now when you put a glass slab in front of one of the source S1, what happens is the fringes shift. The fringes shift. We are trying to find out how much is that shift. Okay. Let us say the fringe originally supposed to be here. I will say Y. Now the new location is Y dash. So this is my shift. The fringe was supposed to be here. Now it is here because you put a glass slab here. So what is my shift? Y dash minus Y. This is my shift. Okay. So we will calculate that. Now because we have put like this, let us say this is my theta. Okay, this is my theta. Now S2P minus S1P. S2P minus S1P. This is my path difference. Path difference is equal to S2P minus S1P. It is also called delta X. Okay. So delta X is equal to how much? It is, let us say this is my Y. This is my D. And this slit gap is small d. So how much is it? It is Y into small d by capital D. Right? This is what expression we have derived earlier. Okay. by small d by capital D. This is the path difference. Okay, you remember I have done a small derivation here. I dropped a perpendicular. We said that these two rays are almost parallel. So this is your path difference. This is d. So what was this path difference? Delta x. Delta x was d sine theta. But because sine theta is very small, theta is very small, sine theta, tan theta, they all mean the same thing only. So you can approximately write this as d tan theta, because theta is very small. So in this triangle, this is theta. So what is tan theta? Y divided by capital D. So it is d into y divided by capital D. This is what we have written here. Y d by capital D. Okay. Now, this is the original path difference. Okay. If the slab was not there, अगर ये ग्लास यहाँ नहीं होता तो इतना होना चाहिए था पाथ डिफरेंस, लेकिन क्या हो रहा है, तुमने यहाँ पर एक ग्लास लगाया. तो ग्लास, what is the path difference formula for the glass slab? We have calculated. We will call this as delta x1, because originally glass slab was not there. Now glass slab is there. So इसके वजह से what is the path difference? We will call that delta x2 is equal to, if the medium refractive index is mu, we have done one expression, mu minus 1 into t, where t is the thickness of this glass slab. T is the thickness of this glass slab. Now we have to find the net path difference. अभी ध्यान से सुनो, अगर ये ग्लास स्लैब नहीं होता तो पाथ डिफरेंस होता इतना. ठीक है, मान लो 100 mm मान लो, लेकिन ग्लास स्लैब लगाया. तो ग्लास स्लैब लगाने की वजह से क्या हो रहा है, ये जो रे है, दिस रे हैज टू ट्रैवल मोर डिस्टेंस, हैज टू ट्रैवल more distance. How much more distance? This much more distance. Look at the derivation I have done in the previous class. Glass slab, if it was not there, this would have been the path difference. But because glass slab is there, this ray has to travel delta x to more distance. तो path difference क्या हुआ? अगर ये मान लो कि ये 10 सेंटीमीटर, 10 mm, तो what is the net path difference? 100 minus 10. ये होता तो, अगर ये नहीं होता तो ये नहीं होता, तो path difference would have been 100. Because it is there, this ray has to travel more distance. How much? This much. Okay. So how this has come actually? That day I have done a derivation like this. Remember? ये रे तो सीधा जाएगा, लेकिन इसको ज्यादा डिस्टेंस ट्रैवल करना पड़ेगा, मैंने बोला था. Look at previous discussion. This ray has to travel more distance because of this glass. So there we have calculated an expression for path difference. That path difference was this. Okay. So what is the net path difference? Net path difference is equal to delta x is equal to delta x1 minus delta x2. So this minus that. So delta x is equal to y small d by capital D minus mu minus 1 into t. Mu minus 1 into t. This is the net path difference. Okay. Just take a screenshot. Now, this is the path difference, right? Now, depending upon the path difference, if we want to know the maxima, there is a condition. If there is a minima, there is a condition. Suppose you want to find the maxima. You want to find the maxima. Maxima means bright. You want to find nth order. You want to find nth order maxima. Then path difference has to be equal to n lambda. I told you in the previous class. Whenever you see maxima, bright, nth order, n lambda. 1 lambda, 2 lambda, 3 lambda, it should be like that. So delta x is equal to this. So y d by capital D minus mu minus 1 into t is equal to n lambda. What are we trying to find out here? Y. So y d by capital D will be equal to n lambda plus mu minus 1 into t, or y will be equal to n lambda d by capital D plus mu minus t into d by small d. This is the new fringe location, new coordinate, new y ordinate. Okay, so we are trying to find the shift. Okay, ये मैंने लिखा था यहाँ पर, ये y है, ये y डैश है, तो शिफ्ट क्या होगा? y डैश निकाल लिया हमने, ये इसको y डैश बोलेंगे. लेट अस सी इसको, बिकॉज वी आर कॉलिंग दिस एज y इन द ओरिजिनल केस. अगर ये नहीं होता तो y का एक्सप्रेशन क्या था? y expression was n lambda d by small d. Look at the notes. This we have discussed earlier, how to find this y. If the glass slab was not there, y would have been this much. But because of glass slab, now y dash is this much. So what is the shift now? Shift is equal to y dash minus y. यहाँ पे देखो n lambda by d, m lambda by d common है. So what is the shift? This portion is the shift. Mu minus 1 into t into capital D by t. So this is the expression you should remember to calculate the shift of fringes if you put a glass slab in between. Okay, take a screenshot and write down. Remember that expression. So let us see a couple of small numericals. So in a particular example, example 1, a double slit experiment is conducted. This is the screen. Okay, and here a glass slab has been put, and the wavelength is given as, the wavelength is 5000 angstrom. Alright, now this glass slab has a mu of 1.5. Okay, now the question is, you have to find out what is the, now see, the condition given is, originally when the glass slab was not there, here carefully, originally when the glass slab was not there, the central maximum was here. Central maximum was here. Now because of this glass slab, it shifted to 5th order. It shifted to 5th order. Fifth order fringe, it shifted. So you have to find out the thickness of this glass slab. Okay, now look here, before getting into that, look at this expression mu minus 1 into t capital D by small d, right? Are you seeing any lambda here? There is no lambda here. So the color of the source of light doesn't matter, whether it is red, whether it is green, whether it is blue, it doesn't matter. Okay, so that is one thing. In this expression, are you seeing any n value? Are you seeing any n value? You are not seeing any n value. So the shift of the fringe, whether it is the 0th order, 2nd order, 7th order, they all remain the same because the n value is not there in this expression. Okay, so these two observations you can make. Color doesn't, because there is no lambda. In the shift there is no lambda, So the color of the light doesn't matter. And second, because there is no n in the expression, it also doesn't matter. The shift is, you can write it this way. Okay, the shift of the fifth order is equal to shift of the 11th order. Okay, fifth order equal to 11th order, you can write, because there is no n in the expression. So in this question, now what is given is, originally this glass slab was not there, then the central maximum was at the center only. But when the glass slab came, it shifted to the fifth order. Okay, so this was your 1, 2, 3, 4, fifth order, it shifted. So what is the shift here? Shift is mu minus 1t capital D by small d. Okay, and remember, you have a term called fringe width. Okay, now you have a term called shift. Let us denote shift by what we will denote. Let us say shift is yes. Okay, this is my shift. This is what? Fringe width. So what is the connection here? Observe carefully. Shift is equal to n times fringe width. N times. Look here, in this example, central maximum was shifted to the fifth order. Okay. So here how many fringes are there? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So 5 times the fringe width is equal to shift. How are you getting this? How are you getting this distance? Each, let us say x into 5, this is what is your shift, this is your shift. What I have shown you in the diagram is the shift. This is the shift, right? So shift is equal to nth order, n multiplied by whatever n can be 5, 4, 7, 11, whatever it is, into n into fringe width. Okay, so here this is my shift is equal to, in the question he has told that the central maximum has shifted to the fifth order, so it will be 5 times fringe width. So what is the fringe width equation? What was the fringe width equation? Beta is equal to, this is what is the fringe width equation, right? So n value is 5, lambda d by small d. In the previous classes I have told you the fringe width, one formula I have given, you please refer that. Fringe width is equal to n lambda d by d. N is the order, nth order, lambda is the wavelength, capital D is the distance between the screen and the slit, and small d is this. The small d must be very small compared with the capital D, then only the whole thing we are discussing here. Okay, so this is what is. So we have to find out what is the t value. So d cancel, small d cancel. So t is equal to 5 lambda divided by mu minus 1. So in the question, the lambda is given in terms of angstrom. So we will calculate in terms of angstrom. 5 into 5000 divided by 1.5 minus 1. So it is 25,000 divided by 0.5. This is the thickness. You are getting thickness in which units? Angstroms. So it is 1 by 2, so it is 50,000 angstroms. It is equal to 50,000 angstroms. Angstrom means 10 power minus 10. 10 power minus 10. So the main thing is you should understand this concept. Okay? That you please note down. Just a minute. Let me get a chalk. So we will see another example. In the second example, illustration. So again a similar situation. So this is S1, this is S2, this is the screen. Now here also you are taking a point P. Now here also they have put a glass slab, but here wording is little different. Now you see, originally the data given in the question is the lambda value is given. Okay, the lambda value is 6 into 10 power minus 15 minus 5. 6 into 10 power minus 5 centimeter. Lambda value is given, and refractive index mu is 1.5. Now the question says that because you put this glass slab, the path difference, again here carefully, the path difference shifted by 30 fringes. The question is, what is if the fringes are displaced by 30 fringes, if the fringes are displaced by 30 fringes, you have to find out what is the thickness of the plate. So compared with the previous question, in previous question they have given you the shift of the central maximum to some nth order. But in this question what they are giving you? They are giving you the path difference. S2p minus S1p is the path difference. S2p minus S1p is the path difference. Okay? And they are saying that it got shifted by 30 fringes. 30 fringes. Here path difference they have mentioned in terms of fringes. They have not talked about the shift. But what is the path difference? If you put a glass slab, you know that it is mu minus 1 into T. When you put a glass slab, it is creating a path difference. The path difference is because of the glass slab. If the glass slab was not there, this 30 fringes would not have come into picture. But because the glass slab is there, the central maximum got, not central maximum, this path difference got shifted by 30 fringes. Okay? Because of this glass slab, there is an additional path difference. What is that additional path difference? This. What is the information given in the example is 30 fringes. Okay? So this must be equal to 30 fringes. You have to write what is the fringe. It is 30 lambda. Okay? So 30 fringes it got shifted. See, we write the path difference in terms of n lambda I told you. Okay? The n value is given in the question as 30. What is n lambda condition? N lambda condition is for the bright interference. Maximum. So this much path difference is extra. So it got shifted by 30 lambda. Okay? So these two if you equate, you have to find out the value of T. Note the difference between the previous question and this question. So here what is T? T is equal to 30 lambda by mu minus 1. So mu, this is given as 30 into 6 into 10 power minus 5 divided by 1.5 minus 1. Okay. So this is 30 by 0.5. So it is 60 into 6. 60 into 6. 30 by 0.5, 30 by half, 60 into 6, 10 power minus 5. Or it is 360 into 10 power minus 5 centimeter. Okay. So these two type of questions we have seen. So in the second question, they are talking about the path difference between S1p and S2p. Okay. So in the question, you should be able to identify the data, whether he is talking about the path difference or whether he is talking about the shift. If shift was talked, like the earlier question you have to do. If path difference is talked, you have to directly equate the path difference to the how many fringes it got shifted. It got shifted here by 30 fringes. Okay. So We will see some more numericals in the next class. Okay then, thank you.